Hello. So we are back Thursday, and we have a very old laptop here to be fixed. Oh, sorry, my camera. 1 second. This is an old HP laptop. I start opening the laptop. I haven't opened yet all. It basically is not coming on. That's the issue, and we have no light on the charger. And you can see there's no light there. So the laptop is dead, and we have to find the problem to see what's going on here. I really hate this model because you cannot open this instead of taking the screen out, like, you know, you have to take the screen out first and the Wi-Fi antenna. So let's see if we can fix this old laptop. I know this is old, I know it's old. But it has to be fixed because it's a customer job. So the question is what we are checking and how we can diagnose a fault like this. So basically the laptop, it is dead. How you will approach this kind of fault? So I have to take out the Wi-Fi antenna. Okay. This screen, this is the webcam of the screen, the cable from the webcam. Okay, here we have a LED. Now all we have to do is to open the screws and take out the screen. So this is the screen. Let me take out the screws. Okay. And now we can go inside and take this touchpad thing out. Let's see if it's coming out. You know, so many things to be opened before you are getting inside and actually check something. It is an old laptop, but these old laptops are very easy to be fixed. We have one more screw here. What is holding? Plastic clips. Oh, we have one more screw here. One more screw here. And that's the board. Now actually we can check something. Wow, we have here the charging port. You can see it's coming here. Then we have the first MOSFET, the second MOSFET, the current resistor, and then we have the main power rail. Let's plug the charger again and check some voltages. Here we have the Super I/O. It's pretty simple laptop. So I plug the charger, we still have no light. So we have ground plus. And one second, this is my other multimeter, but it's pretty weird. So the voltage is 19.7. 19.7. But with this multimeter, one second, let me check. Because I think my multimeter is gone, it's faulty. My other multimeter is showing me like 2 volts. Wow. Don't tell me my multimeter is banned. One second. Yeah, I think it's time for another multimeter. You know, my bench one is gone. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. So on the screen, the multimeter, the screen one, we have... Wait, what? Wait, it was 19. Now we have 2 points. Does mean the multimeter is good? But I did check and was 19. This is not ground. It is ground. But we checked together like 1 minute ago and was 19 here. On the first MOSFET. Now we have like 2.4. Wow. So we have 2 point something volts. You can see on the screen. Let's come with the power supply. Yeah, so possible we have a short somewhere. Power supply 19 volts. Probably around 2 amps here. Ground plus, and it's taking 2.2 amps. And the power supply is clicking. You can't see, you can't hear the power supply clicking. So the power supply is clicking. That means it's a short somewhere. So I will skip the first MOSFET. I will skip the second MOSFET and I will come with the power supply on this current resistor. It's a simple resistor, low ohms resistor. And it's taking 2.2 amps because that's the limit. Okay, you see, that's the moment when you have to be very, very careful. Yeah. So the resistance of the short, or you can see a short as a load, okay, is very high. So pay attention. The current is limited. Yeah, I can go to 2 amps just to make it simple. Yeah, 2 amps. So that's a limit on the current. But the voltage is defined. Yeah, so the voltage what you will see on the power supplies is defined by the internal short resistance or the load resistance. And the voltage is quite high, 3.7 volts. That means you can calculate precisely what the resistance is. But the probability to be a capacitor is very low. So most likely it is a MOSFET, just because of this high resistance. So not sure which is the way to go, because something is getting mad hot. Oh, okay. Obviously, it can be only a power supply. We have here power supply. We have here power supplies. Yeah, this MOSFET is getting very hot. What does mean? Sorry, if this MOSFET is burning hot, is burnt, right? Wrong. Okay. So actually, if the MOSFET is getting hot, most likely the other MOSFET is shorted. Not necessary, but most of the time. Just to be sure, yeah, let me get the alcohol. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, finally I found the alcohol. For some reason, whatever tools I leave here, I left on the table. On the next day, are not here anymore. You know, like, can happen on many shops. And I'm really getting pissed, you know, when someone is moving my things. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we are wrong. Maybe we are wrong. You see, that's why the alcohol is good. Alcohol, petrol, whatever you have. I don't have petrol, so I'll use alcohol. Let's try to have a look under the microscope. Yeah. Oh wait, the charger is still plugged in. 1 second. I unplug the charger. Now I will come with the power supply, okay? Power supply. On. Off. On. Off. On. Off. Okay, so that MOSFET is getting hot. The second one, yeah? This one, okay? Does mean the MOSFET is shorted? Not necessary, like how I said. I will go, you know what I will do? Let's check the second MOSFET. So we have the multimeter. I will switch on the diode mode. And let's check the MOSFET which is getting hot. This one is getting hot, okay? And we have like 0.044. And the next one we have 0.09. So which one is most likely to be shorted? Hard to say. I mean, okay, Sorin. So you are saying this is not shorted because it's getting hot. But what is the reason the MOSFET actually is driving the power without signal on the gate? And that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, that's a very good question. Why the MOSFET is driving power? Okay, you understand. When you push the power button, this power supply doesn't work, and actually this MOSFET is driving the current. Okay, when you push the power button, but now we are not pushing anything. So what's the reason why that MOSFET is driving the power without, you know, without signal on the gate? That's a good question. So I believe actually this time the one which is getting hot is actually the faulty one, right? Let's take the MOSFET out. So what this dude is doing, yeah? That's why I told you to be very careful. So actually it's driving the plus to this coil from here. And this is what? This is the processor power supply, right? Maybe not. Whatever it's doing, doesn't matter. That's not important. Now let's check. But you cannot test the MOSFET. That's the problem. To test a MOSFET, if it's shorted or not, you have to connect the gate to the ground. So to test it, you have to short those pins here. So you have the drain, the source, and the gate. Okay, let's check now for short. Okay, I will come with the power supply. Exactly on the same, on that current resistor. And it's taking nothing. It's taking like 20 milliamps. You can see on the power supply. So yeah, this MOSFET is gone. Not necessary. You can have a surprise and actually you replace the MOSFET and it's doing the same thing. Because of why? Why? Because the gate has voltage and it's opening the MOSFET. The gate can have voltage if the driver of this MOSFET is shorted. Yeah, if it's shorted on the high side, then can explain this kind of fault. So we can have a surprise replacing. I just want to be sure this is the high side MOSFET. 1 second. Yeah, it is the high side MOSFET. So we can have a surprise like replacing the MOSFET, and actually the new MOSFET, it will do exactly the same thing. Like exactly. You can be sure? Yeah, you can be sure. But I prefer just to replace the MOSFET is more easy. Just replacing the MOSFET. Looking for an old board. I'm looking for an old board. And I think I found one. Yeah, I found one. So we have here 2 MOSFETs. Those MOSFETs are part of a power supply. Yeah, so we need this MOSFET. So we need this one. This one is the high side MOSFET, probably. Probably, I can't be sure. Okay. Now let's solder this MOSFET. I told you those old laptops are easy to be repaired. I told you. Everything is big, everything is, you know, outside, you know. It's not like the new ones with the MOSFETs inside of the driver chip. Yeah. Now, if we are checking with the power supply, is still short or not? Good question. Let's wait for the MOSFET to cool down and we can test. Yeah, it's fine now. Minus, plus, and it's not short anymore, you can see. Like 20 milliamps, which is perfect. An easy and pleasant job, right? Now all what we have to do is to test if actually the laptop is coming on and it's working, right? The power button is here. Let's see first if it's coming on. Let's see first if it's coming on. Charger. Power button. And you can see light on the power button. You can see the light on the power button. Good. Now let's plug the screen. Oh, we can't plug that. Yeah, we can. We can plug only the connector here just for testing. Okay, plugging back the charger. Pressing the power button. And we have picture. Yeah, so the laptop is working great. I don't know if it's hard drive inside, probably not. Probably is no hard drive inside. Yeah, it's no hard drive inside. But the laptop is working fine, so the fault is fixed. Okay, now what model is this laptop? Just, you know, maybe you'll have same laptop, exactly the same laptop. So this is a HP G60, okay, G60-214EM. Okay, so keep in mind. So I will stop this video because from now on it's getting boring. I have to put all the screws back. It will be like, you know, that's the long part actually of the job. Just put it all back together. Okay? But this time, this was the issue. The MOSFET was shorted. Okay? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and probably see you on the next one. Bye.